Hey everybody, it's Larry. We got a lot to cover, so we're going to get straight into it. First things to know, there are three things that are very important when setting tripwires. That is the type of grenade, the location, and if shit hits the fan. When you're looking for a grenade, it is very important to look into the delay. For instance, the F1 grenade, its delay is 3.5 seconds, and then the damage in each fragment that it carries, along with the radius itself. Me personally, I like the VOG 17 because it's the shortest delay with a good amount of damage and fragments. Um, the VOG 25 is the fastest though, with it being a grenade, but it does not have a high fragments count and it does not have a lot of damage output. Now we're going to go into each map in offline mode in no particular order, and I'm going to show you 2 to 3 spots. Alright, first before we go to the locations themselves, I'm going to show you how to set tripwire mines. So pressing G, you will pull out a grenade, and by default, if you press B as in button, you will set it into a tripwire instead of a grenade. And so it goes into this red or green. Green meaning you can place it. Red meaning you cannot place it. Let's go into an area where you can see the button. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so you can set the post itself. And then the second, which is very important, is where you set the grenade itself. So things to consider is if it's in a corner, only this area is the radius. That is the blast zone. I don't know what other people call this, but me and my friends call this Big Red. I would set the post right here and set the grenade right there. 3-story dorms. The only thing to worry about, or if you really do want to set up shop inside of dorms 3-story, I would set a grenade here. Now, where I like to set my second one is right at the top of the stairs. I would probably do it off the stairs. Now, where you want to be in this predicament would be right here on the sleeping bag. Like that. Tuck yourself in. Make sure you're not right up against this to where it's like this, to where you can only do up and down. Even if they're going to disarm that, you're able to pop grapes. Next one, factory. Going into this building, all the way to the top, in middle is called office. My thing is, if you're wanting to camp out the actual office, you can close this door, which is very audible, sit up in here, and then you can always just pop around the corner, and if they're trying to disarm it, you'll know because there's a few seconds where it's quiet. I find this area being a lot of traffic. Where it's right here. That's the post. And this is the grenade. If I can get it down. There we go. Next up, reserve. Actually, with this lip on the door, I feel like it is perfect. Oh, yeah. That'd be disgusting right there. I do. Woods, everybody's favorite. This is all within high traffic locations. I would say that the cabin that has a safe in it is the one that has the most traffic in. Trying to tuck it in as much as possible. Making sure, again, placement of the grenade is very important. So I would do that. Putting the grenade against the left corner of the fridge. You can even put it on the outside to where you don't have to stay in or jump over it. Which would be very hard if you were to do so. Now, I am going to go to the third location, but if it's, I don't know if it's going to be good, so if it ends up cutting... Anyways, going into Shoreline. I almost think that from here to the chair would be great. And then set grenade right there. That way. Alright, entering our next location, I would say easily, instead, putting it right here, and right there. Pin on here, and the space between the stairs and the doorway. And then there is another entrance right over here, to where we can easily kind of line up the top of it to where it blends in with the board itself as much as possible. And it would be right about there. Oh. Alright, this next one is ground zero. You could be on the inside of the door from inside. That didn't make any sense. What you can do is set up the tripwire away from the garage inside of the door frame, and have the grenade on the over here, to where even if they do see it, you could be cooped up next to the dead body across the hallway. or down the hall. And even lay down, showing that. Oh yeah, that's good visibility. This trip mine is for the alpha giga chads or whatever the hell you want to call them that likes to use the AGS. Here the grenade is on the left side of the door frame. Next location, interchange. I would say to set it right there because they have to disarm from the grenade. Laying back in this lighthouse. Streets of Tarkov. Set Tripwire right here. That way you can be on the corner. The other location would be inside of the Klimov Mall in the kids section. You could put one at the top of these stairs. Probably set one right here on the inside. To where I feel like you'll be able to get corner peeks on this. Alright, so here I believe this is the vet clinic. I haven't not been on this map since the biggest update, but this door stays spawned closed. I would say that a good spot would be right on these stairs, or depending how this door opens, and it doesn't. Yeah. So we are in front of Concordia. I would go to the stairs that take you underneath. And not at the very bottom, because that's high visibility because of the light, and that cannot be shut out. Putting it right about there. Our last one requires a access card, key card. inside of the actual elevator, which is very, very cheeky. Because all you have to do is make sure the power is still on, which I don't think it turns off. Call back the elevator, loot it, and then you're literally in the extract. And I believe this has already been done and has been experienced by a streamer by the name of Xville Camper, which is very fitting to the name. But folks, this is all that I have for the new Tripwires. Not super new, but I wanted to do a video on it just because I'm a rat bastard and I like to do cheeky shit in the game.